Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 3 FES. And I hope you guys had a nice Christmas out there, a nice fun with your family, friends, because I sure did. But today we're going to be going to, hopefully we're going to be going to Tartarus. Because we've been kind of putting that off. And stalling. Mainly, not Tartarus. We're going to be going to the full moon. Until I just got up. We're going to the full moon event, hopefully tonight. Provided I don't just screw around way too much time and make that basically impossible. Which, this is not looking good for that theory. Considering if he's not here, I really did just waste about another minute of time. Oh goody, I just wasted even more time. So, there went that. Check that off the old list. Oh, excuse me. So, I guess we'll be trying walking Koromaru again at the mall. More time wasted. I'm seriously not trying to do this, for some reason I thought, oh, that's automatically on the dorm. No, it's kind of automatically where you already are. Thankfully. Okay, hopefully Koromaru actually wants to go on a walk tonight. I don't think there's any real, pattern of when he wants to go. I don't think he wants to go today because he's talking to Igus, but we'll see. He's not in the mood for a walk. Well, la-di-da to that. I guess I'll just go study then. To be fair, oh, hello. Right. Yep, starting tomorrow, he is available to go in our parties, and he will be going to our new boss fight. Now, I don't really want to give any big, details about Shinjiro's fighting style. Just, if you ever played Persona 4, as I recall, he's kind of like Kanji. Obviously Kanji was kind of based around Shinjiro, I think a little bit, because of his fighting style. Because a lot of people love it. But, he uses a really big weapon that misses quite often if you auto-attack. I think he's more physical-oriented attacker. I don't think he has a single support skill, so there's no healing, no buffing, no nothing. He just beats the crap out of things. If you want that in your party, he's great. If you want somebody who actually has utility, you probably better start bringing somebody else. If I remember his loadout correctly, I think I do, but might not. I've been known to forget quite a few things. Yes, this happens every full moon. I would have thought you'd grasped that by now. Why does really just sound like a really sarcastic feeling? It's like, oh, really? That's the tone I was going for there. Really? Like I hadn't noticed. This only happens every frickin' month. I mean, you make a stupid statement like that, you're gonna get a stupid, response from me. Now, if it's a legitimate, new thing, then yes, I'll be, a decent person, but otherwise, I'm in school, I'm in a bad mood, I'm not gonna just try and be, most caring person in the world, I don't really care. Oh, for God's sake, are there no ladies here besides Chihiro? Well, that sucks. Okay, fine, I guess I'll go with... Is that Kenji? No, that's not Kenji, that's the... I don't know his name, but that's him. I guess I'll go with him. Keisuke, right. Oh, great. Well, I actually do have the right thing this time, so that should make it a little bit better. He's run away. Guess I was not paying attention really that much. I guess he is in a... weird mood. What the hell happened in this storyline previous? I don't remember. I know somebody collapsed near the lockers and he played doctor. That sounds bad, but... Why does this sound so familiar and I don't like that? Wonder why he's quitting anyway. Something must have happened. Are you going to quit? Ah, good old-fashioned parental encouragement. Well, it's hard to argue that. I mean, studies are a bit more important than clubs, but still. This is just terrible parenting all around, I might add. I mean, there's nothing wrong with focusing on your kid's studies, but just telling him, your hobbies are a waste of time, kid. Like, you're telling me you didn't have any wasteful, hobbies when you were a kid, Dad? You didn't watch TV? You didn't read comic books? Nothing? You liar. But I know people are going to say, yeah, that's why he's telling him it's a waste of time. He lived through it. He knows it. Just let your kid live his life. But this is a different culture. Different norms and values. So what I'm saying doesn't really carry a whole lot of weight here. You should say something. Yes, that's why I said you should say something. That's kind of why I said it. I don't think just being, argumentative saying whining's not gonna help is not... I don't think that's the right thing to say. It might be. I don't think it is, though. Never really paid much attention in a social link before. Because it's kind of the stereotypical overbearing, workaholic father thing going on here. It's not my favorite trope either. I was lucky. My parents retired when I was, 15, 16? Of course, my parents were much older when they had me compared to apparently most people, but... Ah, yes. Did not have the workaholic parents very long after junior high. So, I wonder how this is going to go down. Is he actually going to quit? I'm going to give you a hint since we're only at, what rank was that? I didn't pay any attention whatsoever. I think it's an early rank. He's not going to. Or maybe he will, because I honestly don't remember. You would think he wouldn't, though, considering it's this early in the social link. Was that last scene really necessary? I guess for immersion's sake it is. You wouldn't just go to club and then just leave.
Hey.
Shinjiro Aragaki. Yep. Did I mention his last name before? I think I did. I think Fuka's a little worried by that statement. I think she took it the wrong way. Well, I'm not gonna say what I thought she heard. But, yep. If you want to go to Tartarus, Shinjiro is available. I'll join you guys. I used to be a member of C's. Ah, yes. So, at least we have another big brother type character besides Akihiko now. I don't know which one you'd rather have as your big brother in a life or death situation, personally. I think I'd rather have Shinjiro in a fight than Akihiko. And that's not saying Akihiko's bad in a fight. From a character perspective, he's a boxer. He'll knock the crap out of people, but I think I'd rather have Shinjiro. He's a streetwise. He knows how things work. That and Shinjiro is just kind of, overall tougher than Akihiko, in my opinion. But it's just my opinion. I mean, boxers are kind of, trained to take hits, so that argument kind of might go out the window. Don't know. I think it's interesting to see who people think is tougher, Shinjiro or Akihiko. I personally would think Shinjiro would be. But I guess one might make the argument that Shinjiro is not the tougher one, considering he gave up on C's, and Akihiko didn't. But that's more mental toughness, not physical. I was talking physical. It's not like I ever do anything else anyway. All I do is sit here and listen to you complain about life. That's usually what you go to clubs to do, have fun. Oh, here we go with the people that actually have fun aren't having fun argument. It's a very poor argument, I might add, but I can see where he's going with this. How do you know that people haven't already dealt with their problems and they're just coming here for a nice night of relaxation? Oh, that's right, you're assuming they haven't. That's called rude, Mutatsu. But he does have a point. A lot of people do go clubbing to forget their problems, and it just is waiting for them the next morning. You won't remember what the problem was, but it'll still be there. That's okay. Neither one of... I thought that was the supportive option. Well, you can see why I have problems in socialization. I think there's a story with... Oh, yeah, there you go. Did he say if he's still alive? Or if he was still alive? I think he said if he is still alive. It's an important distinction. Mutatsu is one of those characters that you can tell they actually at some point do care about your well-being, but you're not quite sure if it's, you know, fatherly. It's just kind of concern. It's yes. You don't want to get too close to a stranger, but still. I don't know if you've been paying attention to what he said. Do you want to leave the future of the country in their hands? I feel the same way about our youth. Oh yes, it scares the crap out of me to think that our youth today is going to run the country in 30 years. Think about that. If you have kids, they could be one of the next leaders of the freaking country. It's scary, man. Think about it. People my age, 30 years ago, I guarantee our parents would have been like, oh god. No, not our kids. These kids don't know anything. I don't want them being leader of the free world. No, it's scary when you think about it. It's why you have to raise your kids right. Unfortunately, that is a very difficult proposition, and nobody has really quite figured that out how to do that. Or at least to my knowledge. I guess you could make the argument certain groups of people have, but that would be controversial. I'm not going to do it. Because I'm pretty sure the way I grew up, most people would say it was not exactly great. Because there was corporal punishment in my household growing up, and by corporal punishment I mean, you know, if I misbehaved, I didn't get hit. I got, you know, spanked or whatever have you, but I learned not to do stupid crap, I'll tell you that now. I mean, my parents tried to do the whole timeout thing, but once I started laughing at it, they didn't really do that anymore. Getting off of parental advice, because I'm sure most of you don't have kids if you're watching a Let's Play of this game of all things. Yes, it has been apparently only 13 minutes. Apparently it's going to be about a 40-minute thing, maybe even an hour. Because I still gotta do the next... boss fight. Or I could just chicken out and just put it off another day. I really don't want to do that, though. I'm not sure yet. I should be. Provided, what's-your-name isn't available. Well, I guess Yuko's not available, because I would have thought she'd come to see me if she was. Oh dear.
Yo, Chidori, how's your hand? I don't see anything. Not even a scar. Did it heal that quickly?
Hey, Junpei. What do you do to make yourself feel alive?
I don't know. Breathing, I guess. You know, I never really thought about it before. How about you, Chidori? Is that why you draw?
Maybe. But most of these are just scribbles. I don't understand myself very well.
I see. Mind if I sit here? To tell you the truth, there is one thing that makes me feel alive. When I get to play hero. In the darkest hour, unknown to all but a few, the chosen ones stand against the forces of evil. Our hero, Junpei, fights to protect the world from these terrifying monsters. Well, you get the idea. That's when I feel most alive. You're supposed to laugh.
So, do you fight all alone?
Hey, I was just kidding around.
You fight during a time that no one knows about, right? So then, no one knows what you've been doing either. That means you'll never receive any recognition. I'm impressed. I didn't know you're that kind of guy.
For real? You actually believe me?
Tell me more.
You really want to know? Okay, but don't tell anyone, all right? You see, there's this special power called persona, and only those who have it can defeat the monsters. That's what I meant by the chosen ones. My friends are fighting too, and ever since I joined them, we've been kicking some serious ass.
Sounds like fun. Are you the leader? Because it sounds like you're pretty strong.
Yeah. I guess you could say that. I mean, without me, things would just fall apart. Someone's got to be in charge, after all. It's pretty tough being a leader.
Thank you, Junpei. I had fun today.
You did?
It's time for me to go. I'll see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow, huh? All right.
Oh, Junpei. Trying a mite too hard there. There's probably a reason why she wants to know about that. Something tells me she's not just wanting to have a good after-school tale. I mean T-A-L-E, not T-A-I-L. Well, she might want the T-A-I-L, but now we're getting off topic. Oh, well, that's some red flags going up. Okay, so I'm probably going to be going with Fuka today. She is at level, I think I just passed it. She is at level 3. I should be safe here. If I'm not, well, this is a hell of a lot earlier than I remember it being, but I'm pretty sure she's not going to go romantic quite yet. I think she's at like 5 or 6. Probably like 5. Yeah, spend time with her. Because I gotta be working on the ladies, the social links. On the plus side, that scene did give me enough time that I could probably conceivably just say that's gonna be the end of the day after today, but I'm probably gonna do that, because it's only one day from the thing, and it's gonna take like an hour just doing the next event. At least I think the next event's a really big event. I'm not... I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is. Okay, anyway. They sell spices at a pharmacy? Shouldn't you go to like a department store for spices? Oh god, don't tell me you're on potpourri, Fuka. Don't tell me you're that kind of girl. Oh, right. Well, still, why would you shop for that in the pharmacy? Maybe it's a different layout of the stores in Japan, I don't know. Yeah, pharmacies here, I guess there are some stuff besides, you know, medicine, but most of it's medicine or drinks or something like that. I'm sure there's something. I think if you just say, well, you have your persona, it's just like one of those, you have no worth except, you know, the thing that doesn't actually fight and help us. I don't think she likes that, but it can be worse than what I picked, because she didn't like that at all. That is actually really attractive. I like a woman who is good with their hand. That sounds worse than it's that I meant it to be, but I like that too. But you know, what I was going for was, you know, the whole fixing mechanical things. That is really a nice skill to have. I don't see where that matters. Then again, I guess I'm kind of a progressive guy. I don't really care what your hobby is. Man, woman, if If you want to do it and it makes you happy, I say go for it. No, I'm not really supportive, I just try not to be a dick, really. That's my life goal. I don't know if I succeed all the time, but that's my life goal. Don't be a dick. It's a decent life goal, it's just a very difficult one to accomplish. Because the temptation's always there, man. If you want to get ahead in life, it's a lot easier to do so by being unscrupulous. That's a word I don't use very often. Hopefully I use that correctly. Because I know sometimes I use words incorrectly and it just seems like I'm, an idiot after that, but... ah, well. Can't always be right all the time. Okay, so it's been 21 minutes. It was just 18 minutes last I looked. Okay, fine, whatever. It's been 21 minutes.
Where have you been?
And that's the perfect excuse to call it a day today, and then there is no choice. But next time we will be going to the new moon. Stingy. Because there's no choice. I have to. Because as I said, I think it's going to be a fairly long thing next time, so this will work out just fine. Should be enough content for next time as well. So, that's going to be it for today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this in some way, shape, or form, and hopefully I shall see you next time for the new moon event. Farewell, everyone, until next... our full moon event. Farewell, everyone, until next time.